So we're speaking earlier about banks, and then you made me think of my first ever bank. That's the Queen.
United.
The Queen Pam. What did Pam become? Mark is gonna check for us there. What did Pam Bank become? Because I think it became something. PERM. Pam. It became NetBank actually. Pam became NetBank. So that if you had a young account, because e-wallet. So you had a wallet, the one that used to go because it had Velcro.
Yeah.
And then it had the account that had a Popeye on it. That was my first ever account, Pam. So crazy that you were talking about that. And speaking of Pam, I want to know something. Because I remember, you know, you were gone at the time. The derby days za la Bafana Bafana East End, Abu Chabu. And they would go and they would do the hair. Derby hair became a thing. Blondie, yeah. And then I remembered that you had a huge influence in many of us because my entire primary and high school until threads, being out to SKL and Cat.
Yeah, SKL
and Cat. And I remember SKL and Cat clean.
Yo.
You were at the forefront of the hair thing because we Pam, you missed that stage.
I Pam yengayenza.
So dlala.
Pam, but before. Shaya maramangdala bugui more of SKL. Because Pam been a problem. Yakhumbula lama products more tobis. Le khona lengathi condense le product yakhona. More tobisa. Juluka or imvulile.
No,
gel. Ilotuzi vegilentsha. Bokhona lama products la uyigcovisa kanje. Mowit ibamhlophe ibe. And then belo spray vie. Mara bo soki gel styling yakhona. Bokule gel yabo cheaper party then ngabo Max. uMax Trevor Mthimkhulu Chipa Mlatedi. Lena babathanda le makabagijima ibhampa kanje. So ngiyafika la. Yo, yendoda dressing room emireni. Hayi traffic. Hey, lapha Chaklas Shongwe.
Oh, Chaklas, yeah, I remember actually, you're right.
Yeah, the Afro Chipa. Chipa Mlatedi, Trevor Mthimkhulu.
Triple K.
Yeah.
Max Maponyane. Yeah, Max Begana.
Max Maponyane. Who else? I think William Shongwe, the keeper.
I remember in Afro, I don't remember.
I think William had a perm.
I do, I remember perm. Yeah,
William had a perm.
Yeah.
William Shongwe. So, like probably there are some players in Bakotri Bebana perm. But perm, then we are obviously.
Please explain what the perm boys are. Because I remember when I went to science perm.
Yeah.
And I remember little is pink.
This is pink. I see this as a roll. Andile.
So a bunch of guys sitting there in the Makelas.
Yes, I think they sold the Pirates or what? Because in Bonama man, Mina, with all Lana, hey, I know you there's a commazinjan like coaching over.
Yeah.
Even that is looking perfume. Yeah. Oh, what? It is looking perfume. So, Niagashaga, Mfulo.
Okay.
Mfulo, yeah, La Pangashaba Litor, Mfulo. Calling out Tamba to Shaga. You're being in Zino. angangena la ngo10 ngicela ukuhlukana noTebogo Mloyi nayo yesamwe crossroad uyenza inwele la
for idabi
hey Andile maye kunale product abakufaka yona iyashisa in
principal kama layo ngayikhumbula wewe principal no eso
yabona bayifaka
emhlophe
ya mele yoba kwashini inwele ngespeed lalela aphela manje aphela manje mfulo aphela manje sakhe emateksini la Orlando wasiwe ngazo
oh crap
aphela manje masisa sosifasa amathawula la ngaleso sikhathi alibili khanda so manje siyabona sebasigezile siyabuya kulesalulile ekashaka la emfulo la abantu basekhasi bazofrustana ukuthi bakithe emfulo la kamshiwo kunamashop la manje iproblem yenzakalunga ngabo sister ngiya understand ngoba sometimes
abantu beshisa la
yes I know yes ubuhle siyasebenza yazi mabaqeda ukwenza iphemo ungathi ungavula i-deep freeze ufake isabila i-problem nje phela mawenza iphemo nayi problem
crazy
angazi noma isasekhona mara ngikaze ngabona umuntu no owenza iphemo
it became popular a couple of years ago but where is it dry perm
dry perm
yeah it was a dry perm so bengadingi product bengashiney beba dry nyana it looked nice on ladies
yeah
it looked nice and I know in America and in the Caribbean you got guys that did it as well
ichiscope bemnandi for amakrutman ngaleza inkathi mawintwana
babizana konje ichiscope
ichiscope man benegama ichiscope
hey man khona
I know yes before
you can help us on this one you know the different names that ichiscope has been called over the years
and manje kunalaba bebayenza iphem ngaphansi kwesihlahla
yeah
bakushaya yona ngaphansi kwesihlahla kunembawula la ine drum elikhulu amanzi abila nelitshe lapha
and that's kebe ngafani Tuki
uchipa
uchipa
bokuchipa ngaphansi kwesihlahla dani esalu emalidaki will always find the plan
oh crap listen on the 10-bit podcast this DNA stories never heard before because we just like that. Thank you so much. You guys make this trend. You guys make this podcast what it is, and we appreciate you. My name is Andile Ncube, and this is a legendary. I call him GOAT, the greatest of all time. The only 15 that you know. You know, it's 16 and 15. That's what this is. Doctor Khumalo. No, I'm good, man. I'm good. We're back because Bafana Bafana's back.
Yeah, Bafana Bafana is back. What's happening?
We've got 2 games. We're playing Panama.
Kuna window calendar manje.
Yeah. We're playing Panama manje. Yeah. We're playing Panama. It's a pre-World Cup friendlies.
First game here, World Cup, when is it?
It's on the 11th.
Of?
11th of June.
11th of June. And 2 games, 27th.
I'm sure there'll be other games.
27th and 31st. Yeah.
I'm sure there'll be other games though.
before.
Yeah, because it can't be that March, then April, May, there's nothing. I'm sure, but these are the only ones that have been secured.
Tina 98, we Masuga like South Africa. Yeah. Going now to France, we went via Argentina and then Germany. So we played Argentina.
Nice.
Argentina.
Nice.
And then from there,
who was in that Argentine team? Batistuta,
Ozil, all the
Maradona had just retired.
No, Maradona, no.
94 was his last one. There was a new number 10, Ortega.
Ortega. Yeah. All of them, yeah.
Nice.
But Pete a strong team.
So then you had time to, you know what I mean, on your way there.
Yeah.
People banyatsi Panama though, they're like, why would we play Panama?
No.
Panama is ranked over 20 times above us.
Yes, of course.
They 33rd. We 59,
50 something, yes. Yeah.
They 33rd, doggy. They're going to the World Cup.
Yeah.
And it's not a matter of we wanted to play them.
No.
They want to play us.
Yes.
Because they've got Ghana
in their group.
So they wanted to play an African opposition.
But also it's good for us.
It's very good for us.
To play Panama. Because you can't prepare for a South American team where else you go to Asia or you go to Europe. Those are two different styles.
Because we're playing a North American team.
So Tina 98 we went Argentina and then we went Germany. But in Germany, because it was now closer to the first game against France, so we played first division teams.
But same style, same outlook of a European team.
Because remember, the intensity, if you get a competitive team, let's say maybe Stuttgart or Bayern Munich or whatever, you play against them or you play against Germany, it's risky.
Yeah, you don't need that
sort of intensity. You don't need that because now
it's a training match.
It's a training match.
Yeah.
So from there, then we went to Vichy.
So firstly, Panama is a formidable team.
Yeah.
That must be said. And normally on this podcast, we speak about a lot of things. We speak about our missions, but you said something important. You said, I don't want to talk about players that aren't there.
Yeah.
But I have one question as far as that is concerned.
Okay.
Just one.
Yeah.
Do you think at this stage, we're in March, April, May, June, we don't know what other friendlies we have, right?
Yeah, we don't know.
Do you think if you don't make this squad now, if you weren't part of the preliminary, even worse, do you think there's still a chance you get into the team?
Excuse me. It's a little bit tricky. Let me put it like that. It's a little bit tricky. You may find that he's not happy probably in a particular player, particular department, and he wants to change or reinforce it. He can't do that because we said 11th of June. So,
but remember, Doggy, we're talking about if you didn't make the preliminary squad.
The preliminary squad. And then if you didn't make the preliminary squad.
If you don't make this one, fine. Yeah. But if you don't make the preliminary that he chose from, do you think there's a chance?
No. There's no chance.
Like, for instance, Sipho Mbule didn't even make the preliminary squad.
Oof. That's a big question. That's a big question.
Is there a chance that a player like that then gets in there?
He might have get a chance. Remember, he was part of AFCON. So it's not easy. I mean, it's not difficult to call him because he understands the philosophy and the setup. He was at the Morocco, AFCON. So players like that, they might get a chance to be called in.
Okay.
Now the problem is, maga keeper manje. Kunama reasons, but I don't know why.
I mean,
so is there any chance for those kind of players to come back? Because
there's something that he said yesterday, Doggy. There are players that you will not see in Bafana colours. And he spoke about behavior.
Hold on. The coach.
Yeah, the coach.
Said that Maga announcer is squad.
Yeah, yesterday.
Utini?
There are players you're not going to see in Bafana jerseys. They were in Morocco.
Yeah?
Because of behavior.
Wow.
Yeah, but Doggy, I don't want to just say things. I want to call Lorenz because Lorenz was there for 10-bit during that announcement, and he asked the questions.
Yeah.
Because he did mention that there were behavioral problems in Morocco, and because of that, there are players that he's not going to be calling up.
Hello.
Lorenz, how are you, sir?
I'm good, thanks. And yourself?
I know we always hijack you. It's Andile with Doctor Khumalo here on the 10-bit DNA podcast.
How are you guys?
Yeah, Lorenzo.
Listen, you were part of the press conference for 10-bit yesterday with Hugo Bruce, yeah?
Yes. It was an eventful day.
It really was. But Doggy's asking because he said something, and I remember this, about behavioral problems of certain players in Morocco, and that those players he's not going to call up because he wasn't happy with them outside of 90 minutes, outside of the football.
Yes.
Did he mention who?
He said that he won't mention the names of the players, but he kind of made examples of punctuality. And he said if a player cannot be on time for a meal, for lunch or breakfast or whatever, then they don't have the type of discipline to carry out tactical instructions from a coach on the pitch. That's what he said. And he kind of also alluded to just team spirit. I assume he means potentially some people moping around or maybe complaining that they're not playing or questioning certain things. I don't know. He didn't want to really go into depth. He says that's for him and his technical team.
Why is Elias Mokwana's name being thrown into this gauntlet?
I have no idea, honestly. The discussions that we had with him, there was nothing. He didn't mention anything about Elias. But I think there's obviously you're gonna have, how can I say, people assuming who the players are by looking at who is not there from AFCON. And the players that are not there from AFCON is obviously Elias, it's Nkota, it's Seaport Chain. But I mean, somebody like Nkota has not been playing regularly for our Etifak, so that's also another reason why he's not in the squad. So you can't really, say verbatim, this is the ones that were the problems or what have you. You know what I mean? He was just generalizing in his statements, and obviously that's to protect him. And he's also saying that I hope that me dropping X and Y player gives him a chance to look in the mirror to say, why am I not here? And they fix that and, get back into the squad for the World Cup and beyond.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Sure.
So yeah, Doggy, that's there were behavioral problems that he wasn't happy with. And for Hugo, behavioral problems can be something that you and I deem small.
Yeah.
Like you're late.
Yeah.
For him, that's a big thing. He says that's the difference between game in Africa and the game in Europe.
In Europe.
The level.
Definitely.
Yeah. So
I understand what he's saying. I've seen it. I've experienced it with Philippe Touzé. Came late for lunch, but I think it was because they changed the time, but we were not told, and we overslept. And but this was club level at Kaizer Chiefs, and he had a problem with that. So even for training, you if they start, they say we start at 4, players should be there at 1. I mean at 3. 2:30, 3 o'clock. And I'm not too sure if I'm correct. Was Jaden?
Jaden wasn't in Morocco.
No. I know, but remember he was dropped.
Yeah, and he was very sharp with him at the time.
Yes.
Yeah.
So clearly there is a philosophy, and obviously European coaches and players, they take everything seriously.
Yeah.
Because in football also, because like Nisho Andile, based on my experience, also playing away, outside South Africa, it was difficult for me in Argentina because of language barrier. And I had to make sure, Uguti, what time do we arrive at the hotel for camping, the meals and all that. I need to make use of the interpreter just immediately after training, after he coach it to announce squad, it's so train. It's so camp. So all the times I needed to know Uguti, because the program is written in Spanish. So that's one thing I realized. Allow your coach, so self-understand. But when I take serious, you're not taking this game seriously. You're not taking your job seriously. So for you to be always be found wrong, it's an insult. You're not serious about your game. And the back bear ngaphandle. And Also, something that I've experienced with Philip Truzier Kane, playing Swallows at Ellis Park. Shakes Kungwanes, may soul rest in peace, ahleli benchini. And we scored and Lesumpondo equalized. And 15 minutes to go. And the supporters baqala bathi Shakes. What big Shakes what go to the dressing room.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Shakes wenze.
Akithi my support.
You know Shakes ujikile wathi nothing.
Shakes had to tell about Saddam ukuthi Saddam ngicela ningasayibini ngizongisa chance. You know? So
he didn't play that game?
No, he sent him to the dressing room. I mean, there were youngsters. Joey Mabena, Tsepo Malatedi, Thabo Moki, Brian Baloyi, Tabang Lebese. I can mention them. I mentioned a few. Bafika late. Babahlali sokhoneni. What they only eat green salad. Abadla ukudla lokho. Young player, coming late. What's this?
Thabo ujwayele ikota ngaleso sikhathi.
Indoda. And ngaleso sikhathi basibekile ngibheka ngibamba chicken ngirolla so. So, you understand? I'm trying to give you examples.
No, for sure.
Ukuthi mhlawumbe people bangacabanga ukuthi une beef with the players, but this is how it is in Europe.
Wow.
Why would you ask? Because if the chairman came back and said to us, he went to Manchester, and while he was sitting with Sir Ferguson, bebalibele bazuyibhola lishayisa ibonda. Bakule meeting. So lo kya uyabuza ukuthi hey man, yini lento lesha so but it's David Beckham is practicing free kicks 2 hours before the session.
Wow.
Yes. Then it was worse. I saw it personally when I went to do the UEFA license in London. Session 9 o'clock, and bus starting was 6:30. 7 o'clock, Ronaldo will pull her in.
Cristiano this time.
Cristiano.
Yeah.
Session is finishing 11. 1 o'clock is leaving. He's only leaving. First to arrive, last to leave.
Wow.
I'm just saying, you understand?
No, I hear you.
Yeah. Ngoba as with why, but I'm just giving examples. Multi-discipline.
Yeah, I mean, he
clearly,
mentioned these
if that's what he mentioned, then clearly it's along those lines.
Well,
but I just hope and wish that the boys will learn, and you can't falter at this time of the season or of the year. It's crunch time. We're closer to be giving them a farewell to the World Cup, because remember, teams have to submit their squad, I think 3 weeks or a month before the opening match. So yabona ukuthi akunasikhathi, you know. So if now he's talking about Morocco, but also
there's not much time to correct your wrongs between now and then.
Yeah, if Lopoleda.
Let's go through it, Doggy. Goalkeepers, of course, Ronan Williams. I'm hoping that he doesn't use Ronan in the 2 games coming.
Okay.
So we get to see Ricardo Goss. Ricardo Goss has earned it.
Yeah.
I mean, the game against Pirates alone, he was amazing. But also, Hugo says he's got exemplary attitude. And Yakumbuluti, the keeper before this.
Who exemplary attitude?
Ricardo Goss.
Ricardo Goss.
Yeah. Says this guy is the very
understand?
DNA that we need. He was the same with Veli Moto, I remember.
Yes.
When Veli was at Amazul, when he was still playing at least, he'd call him up because he said, I love his attitude and his spirit in the dressing room. And then the young Ronaldo Leonard was his Kukune as well. So those are the 3 keepers that he's got.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well done.
So I hope that we get to see Ronaldo play now so that he can make his decision final, because Peterson...
So keeper?
Yeah, it's only 3. Peterson was injured, and he says he had been doing well, but he got injured.
Okay.
And then Sipo Chain, he said, what he said about Sipo Chain. So those are the 3. Defenders.
Yeah. Yo.
Kuliso Mudau, I think he picks himself.
Obvious.
There's not a conversation to be had. Then this boy, he's earned it, Doggy.
Who?
Matuludi.
No, Bekavuta. Yeah.
You can't ignore him.
No, you can't ignore him. No. You see, the build-up of the whole thing is that now Ukniga is a competition on the right wing. Yes, we know Mudau 100%. But anything happens. This is football. God forbid. Anything happens.
A red card because you're mad.
Or whatever happens. At least, sure.
No, he's good this point.
Yeah.
He's good.
Yeah, no, definitely.
No, Tabang's good. And then you've got, I'm going to go through the ones that we're expecting, right? Mbogazi.
Okay.
Aubrey Mudiba.
Okay.
One that's gotten the most criticism from people is Sibisi. Sibisi from Pirates.
He's not there.
He's there.
Oh, wow.
And there's a lot of criticism towards Usibisi. And then the one omission, of course, that's not here is Morena. He loves Morena. Morena is one of those players you can play, you can put him in the goalkeeper. He's injured.
Oh, he's injured.
He's injured. So that's why. And Damane as well, another player that's earned it.
Yeah, no, Damane, no. I must give credit to TS Galaxy for sterling wonderful job they've done with these players.
They've done TS Galaxy.
TS Galaxy, I must give team Ulonto's team and the technical
young
team. Young players, I must say.
Conveyor belt.
No. Sometimes we keep a blind eye kwizinto ezimnandi. But Ndamane ufike kuSundowns wafita njengeglove mfethu. Without any panicking moments or anything. He was thrown into the deep end against a couple of national teams. He played very well. I remember I think it was Mpumalanga, Bombela. I think we were told man of the match, if I'm not mistaken. But one of the games, were told man of the match.
So yeah, he's in there as well. And then Kabini, some Gelo Kabini, of course, no surprises there. But this is the one now. Ime Ocon. Former SuperSport, now plays for Hannover 96 in Germany.
In Germany, yeah, he's Germany.
Called him.
Yeah. So what's the story of Ocon? Because here's what Iman Ocon.
He's South African. He's the mother's South African.
They don't know
the father's Nigerian.
Who?
The father's Nigerian, the mother's South African.
South African.
Yeah, I think that's it. It could be the other way around. But one South African, one Nigerian. Yeah.
But only citizenship here, both or dual or.
I think because he grew up in South Africa and everything.
He grew up in South Africa.
Him and his brother, they grew up in South Africa, both athletes.
Yeah.
He's as South African as you and I.
Yeah.
But he's as Nigerian as the next Nigerian as well, because one of the parents is Nigerian. He could have chosen to play for either or.
For either or.
Yeah.
But KT South Africa. Because remember,
KT South Africa, but Nigeria hasn't called him either. So we don't know if KT or South Africa is the one that chose him.
Or see choice it's in or mhlawumbe si yabo.
Yeah, but either way,
but if either way, but usesquatini.
Yeah, he's with us.
But I must say, which
and also, he's South African.
Yeah, he's South African.
Full stop.
Okay.
He's South African.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's it.
Yeah. So, but it was a choice here between Ime Ocon, young, limited. I mean, his experience in Europe not as much as what for me was a missed opportunity for Oluwatu Makhanya. One of the best central defenders in the MLS.
The US.
Yeah. Oh. One of the best central defenders, Doggy, in the MLS. But he said, I just want to see Ime Ocon first.
Yeah.
I want to see this one first.
This one first.
Yeah, so Ime Ocon makes it in there.
Okay.
Midfielders. No surprises here. Mbata, Sitole, Mokoena. We can speak about the return of Jaden Adams.
Jaden Adams. To be honest and precise, as we need to give this boy applause because he was taken out of the squad. He was not playing at Sundowns. And when he got the chance, yeah. I don't think you understand who am I. Now let me show you. Uzokushaya ngenye iphasi ulibona lidlula la ulivimba ngenhliziyo. Uyavimba ngenhliziyo. Idlula la ufuna ukuvayisa inyawo Wi-Fi.
He plays the simplest football. He's in my books one of the best players, if not the best player in the PSL right now. Definitely. In this moment.
No. With no doubt about it. I don't dispute. No doubt. The game in Lapa, he's just born inside. No, I got it. Yeah?
No.
You know why? You know why lo mfana amnandi? Udlala ibhola quiet. Very quiet. Uthi nje thwa quiet. Uzothuka sobona sekakushaya ngenye champagne pass uthi hey, who was that?
Yo.
Now he's commanding in midfield. But prefer Alan.
Ayende benchini.
Yes.
How do you not pick him?
Yeah.
Forwards. No surprises. Apollos, Moremi, Mahopa, Lyle Foster, Rebelo Mufokeng, and no surprises there.
Yeah.
You don't want to say anything about those ones because the next three are the ones that I want to bring to you. Thapelo Maseko.
Yeah.
Thapelo Maseko moved. Yeah, remember he moved to Cyprus, and now he's back in the team. He wasn't playing at Sundowns. Moved to Cyprus, starts playing. Hugo says, I've always liked him, but he wasn't playing. So Thapelo's back in the fold.
Wow. Well done, boy. That's another player that we need to applaud, because he went through a lot, There was too much competition at Sundowns, ended up losing his position. And I think the move helped the situation.
Yeah.
What a good player.
Another player that's back. I think, if memory serves me right, he has not played for Bafana Bafana since 2023. They're going to fact check me on that one.
Yeah.
But I think he has not played for Bafana Bafana since 2023 in the qualifiers. Bongi! Minnesota United's Bongi Hlongwane is back.
I know. No, at long last. Akunini.
Yeah?
Kunini lo mfana Shainethi adlala kamnandi US singamthunzi. Yeah? Deserves it. I follow you, MLS.
Of course you follow
MLS. Yeah, I follow MLS.
Probably the only person that watches the MLS. Of course. And lastly, the return of Themba Zwane.
Shishi.
Aqala game ne bese mase bafuna ukuwin igame or mase bafuna ukusecure igame uKadros Sundowns athi ngena mfana Toki, have you seen him?
Yeah. Yo. Mshishi. Lalela. I know kunala ngibone khona, but comments are comments. This is a game of opinion. Yeah,
opinions are welcome. Even your wrong ones, they're welcome.
Uyangena for 20 minutes. If ungalazi, Leo second, umnikeza yona chance. Uchika something. Right. You need that player.
Can I tell you what players have said to me?
You understand? And also, ukhulume coach, ethi kunezinto off the field. Now, these are the kind of players that can be the mouth and the ears of the coach. Mona majita so. Isn't this jingalezo? I was told campaign.
Togi, players have said to me that when Themba's in the team, they just believe.
Yeah.
We can't lose when Themba's in the team.
Yeah.
But when Themba comes in, you see all the players play
Exactly.
They're like, oh, Themba's in.
Because why? Unebola, and he's so humble. Down to earth.
Polile.
Easy. Easy. And ibola. Kulake uzombona ukuthi no uyahlanya la ikhanda.
Lastly, there's been a big conversation in and around Rebelo Mufokeng, right?
Okay.
About his position.
Okay.
Because you see him at Pirates playing out wide, where he gets to swap with Apollos. They do a good job.
Yeah, exactly.
Mostly he's on the left. Right? And he loves that cutting. He cutting up Gagapele.
Of course, he cutting Gapele.
Shangale cutting Gapele. But Upele Begasha short.
Yes.
Une.
Leglalisa ngendlela.
Uyalizwa, awuliboni uyalizwa.
I guess all father.
Hugo Bruce though.
Yeah.
Hugo Bruce.
Yeah.
Says, I don't know why he plays on the wing. He's not a winger. Does not have the attributes of a
winger. But
winger.
He played him on the wing.
Yeah, he says he realizes he's not a winger.
So he should thank Pirates.
He says because this is a 10. Says this is a 10.
Exactly.
Says this is not a winger.
They played him as a winger.
Yeah.
but ukubonisa ukuthi lo mfana is multi-talented uyakubonisa ukuthi ne-10 angayibamba.
Wena ngiyabona ukuthi angayibamba. Uhugo uthi akusi winger. He says this is a 10, says he doesn't have the attributes for a winger. Attributes for a winger is what? It's speed. He's not the fastest
and
to
the
play.
physique.
Yes. He's not, you know what I mean?
No,
in South Africa, traditionally, wingers have been small.
Yes, of course. No, we had Mama winger man.
Yeah, but, you know, wingers need to be steady.
Yeah, yes.
Because, I mean, you get pushed off the ball the most.
Yes.
He says, no, it's not a winger. This is a 10. And he says, you know, when Bule was, he's got now a relay because he's made his decision. He's going to be playing there. And he's got a Zwane that's back.
So kusho ukuthi umbhekile kula ma game wonke la. Pelorel, I think if I'm not mistaken ubambe ama man of the match 3 alandelana. And hayi ukuthi just ngeplaying ngokorefi kuleyo position. So yabona ukuthi there's a lot of competition.
Yeah, because
there's a lot of competition.
That position.
Yeah. Uyabona? Ngoba I was hoping Utito would be back, but now I understand. Yabona if bokuvuma if FIFA ithi 35 players ngabe sikhulumeni into manje.
Because now what you're saying, Togi, is you're going Tito versus Rilo versus Mshish.
Exactly.
For that 10 position.
For that 10 position. And then Usipo?
Sipo
Mbule.
I mean, I'm mentioning the 3 that are currently playing. I'm not even mentioning Bule yet.
Yeah.
Then there's still a Sipo there. But then there's a conversation about is Sipo a 10, Togi, or is he an 8? What do you see in Sipo? A 10 or an 8?
He's more of an 8, like just like a bit on the right, or maybe kancane move. Like if you want to play him, you can play him with Makaula, or you play him with Doctor Khumalo, that kind of a player.
But then there's a problem there as well, if he's an 8.
No, I'm just saying.
No, I'm just saying that's where he would.
Yeah.
Because if you're saying 8 at Bafana, then he's got Deboho, he's got Adams that we just spoke about.
And Mbata.
There's Obas who's not even there. There's Mbata. And there's a Sitole.
Yay! Hey, yabanzima lento. But yazi if singabe ne headache, that means asina squad. But ngoba sine headache, kusho ukuthi sinamajita. Amasoja amile.
Good headache to have.
Yeah. This is what football requires.
Good headache to have. And then there's a corner of society that speaks about Lau Foster, to say Ikram Reyners should be there. Perhaps Lau Foster should be sitting down, or Emahopa should be sitting down. Because they don't see what Lyle gives. I've had this conversation with you, and you've painted a picture. What?
Oh, Reyners.
Okay.
Ah. Yeah. Wow. Hey.
What, he scored what? 4 goals in the last 5 games?
Yeah, 5 games, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And it's just not just goals, Doggy. He's been superb. Ikram Reyners.
Yo.
Doggy, Ikram is sitting on the bench. The South Americans are Sundowns.
Heaven.
The new boy, Leon, who came in, now
Yavut.
I mean, look at what he's doing in the Champions League.
Yo.
You know, even if Ushalile was fit, Ikram Reyners would be sitting them down right now at Sundowns.
Yeah. Hey, inkinga le Andile. Yo. Ebavuta bonke laba. Yo. Hey.
Because he's got Mahopa and Hlongwane and Foster. And Hlongwane maybe not a 9.
No.
You know, depending where he's going to play.
Sometimes Bam use her as a false 9, or the false 9 that comes from the wing side.
Winger, yeah.
Yes.
So then it's Mahopa, it's Foster.
Yeah.
Those are the 2 9s.
Where's Pesito?
Hey, you know, they always say ukuthi ibhola lineqiniso, ibhola ngeke ulirope, ne?
No, ngeke.
But Togi, I think lona liyakwazi ukukuropa.
The
fact that, and I think it's pretty evident.
Yeah.
that Percy's not going to the World Cup. It's so sad.
No, it's so sad.
You know, Percy and Temba, I have a very soft spot for them because this team was built mostly on Percy's shoulders with a lot of people.
Definitely.
And I've not seen people on a player like that since Augustine Makalakala.
Yeah?
The last time people were on a player.
Yeah.
I've not seen it like what they've been on Percy.
Exactly, true.
Percy is not part of the conversation anymore.
No. Yeah, that's what's said, eh? So that's the squad for the 2 games.
That's the squad for the 2 days. That's the squad, Doggy, for the 2 days.
Khumalo last played in 2023.
Yeah. So Khumalo last played in 2023, I was right.
2023?
In the qualifiers. Yeah. 2023 was the last time he played. You know, so...
Hey, my lord.
I mean, he's playing in the V-League at the moment for Tapshan Namdi FC.
Heaven. Yeah, but I think it's about time since Mbizo Bongi, man, because the past years, you know, yes, of course, coach in ama ideas and views yazo, and you know, like these other players as well. So Ubongi coach for the past 3 years, not in the selection, not at all.
And then the front line that day. Left wing.
The last time he played was the qualifiers, right?
And he started.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who did you have? Who was the keeper?
He was on the Williams.
Okay, Ronwin was the keeper, yeah?
CBC.
And Ulu. Oh.
Yeah. Throwback.
Okay.
Mudiba
Mudau. So I like doing this, Doggy, because it shows us the consistency, right? So this is the squad in 2023, the last time Ubongi plays, right?
So you had Ronwin.
You had Ronwin, you had Mudiba, and you had Mudau.
Yeah.
You had CBC and Ulu. So 4 of those are still part of the squad.
Still part of the squad, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Sitole
Mkwena.
Both,
Both,
yeah.
they're still in the squad.
Yeah.
Khangwani Zwane Tao.
Yo,
Wow.
Hlongwane Zwane Tao.
So literally, of that squad, only 2 in Percy. And Percy plays in Vietnam, too.
He plays in Vietnam.
And
You know?
up front was Mayambe. Yeah.
Yeah. Another one that's fallen off. Of the
Hey,
radar.
Manyambela.
It's fallen off the radar right now.
Yes.
So there's 3. It's Percy, it's Ulu, and it's Umayambela that have fallen off the radar at the moment.
So Peso say Vietnam.
He's in Vietnam, right? He's in Vietnam.
Good. Bayadlala no Vietnam. Indoda bathi khabishi indodo bakuthuma ngalo balikhipha ngegrenade indoda. Oh, phu. Umelo liba. Hey, I ain't getting king. I'm only joking.
He's playing in Vietnam at the moment.
No, but it's good. I mean, I think it's will retire to pace again.
Definitely. I think as far as that is
Yeah.
called, V-League 1
Yeah.
is where he's playing at the moment. I just want to see where they're sitting on the log at the moment. But yeah, Percy's is in Vietnam at the moment. Let me see where
So
they're
kusho
sitting.
ukuthi if kahle singahlala kahle Andile sibheke squad, the first squad he chose,
Yeah, they're sitting in 6th position.
vis-a-vis now, there's a lot of players that will be like omitted with squad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if there's one thing that I'm happy about, and we just went through it now, is the consistency in the core players.
Of the core
I mean,
players.
look at the spine, dude.
Of course, it's still the same.
You always say the spine.
The spine needs to be proper.
Here as well, he's
Of
been
course,
very consistent.
Very consistent.
Most of the changes have come in the wingers, in the midfield, and not the holders either.
Yeah.
Because he calls them midfielders, actually, those ones. So not the midfielders,
Yeah.
in the forwards.
Yeah.
Let's put it like that. Because it's been Obas, it's been Sitole, it's been Bata of late, it's been Mukwena, it's been Jaden. So the midfielders, because that's what he calls them, right? Besama wingers, Nabo Temba, he calls them forwards.
Yeah.
That's where the changes have been in our team.
Yeah,
It's the forwards.
that's actually the DNA of South African national team. Because if we could go back 92 up until 98. It's been like that. The keeper, the central midfielders, defense, and the two fullbacks, and the two wingers forward. So you can imagine Lapana, Jerry, Phil, Sean Bartlett, Mark Williams, you Duncan Crowley. You had a lot of players. Yeah, Gerard Stober. You know, can you imagine Augustine Makalakalane played only one game.
Augustine played as a winger though, didn't he?
As a winger, yes.
Yeah.
And Zayn Musa.
Yeah, Zayn.
You know. So what are we talking about, Manju?
Was Zayn a 10 or a winger?
Zayn was a 10.
Yeah, because Zayn
was a 10. Yeah.
But what did he play at Bafana?
10.
Now imagine in that 10 position at Bafana.
Yeah, number 10.
Zosusu Shoes. Because what did Shoes play? Shoes played in the 10,
yeah.
right? So Zokibu Shoes.
Just behind the strap was. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I actually come to think of it. I don't even remember who was the other 10 at that time. Because Lisiba played every game.
Yeah,
he was on 10. Who else was the 10 at the time?
It was Zayn. That's why he was not playing. Shoes.
And you couldn't.
Bongo was.
People even forget that Zayn was part of the AFCON squad.
Yeah, he was. He played the Egypt game.
Yeah.
Him and Ogi.
Jeez.
Yeah, but the problem there is now before is Namanji Sasekwan.
Another player that I get a little touched when I think about is not going to be part of the World Cup. Toby Mvala.
Hey.
Toby, I remember Hugo Ati. Every team needs a bull.
Hey.
Oti Ndwana. That guy got bandages for us, Togi. That guy got headaches for us.
Hey.
Sweetest boy, yeah?
Iwana Mvala umkhumbuza the Markfish. Laba zodlala ngama-blue eye nangama-bandage and all that.
Baboni angibazi kanjani Togi. Baboni i-striker sibeke i-cock saw 6 times. Umuntu avala amehlo afaka ikhanda.
Hey angeke. Hayi. Angeke.
Bekhuluma njani manje? Angeke.
Ngalifaka kayi-1 man ngathola ikhathi la ngedabi. E-FNB Stadium, Eugene's one. Ngathi no more. Kunqono ngakhutsela khona.
Willis.
Yeah, ayithozela ukuthi bangathi awuhedanga. Idlulela uthi
Wakhona boKevin Lane.
Hey!
Nabo Mark, abo Jovi bazofaka.
Abo shoes lishows indoda. Yo.
Yeah.
Ngeke.
There's a parent wazizwa man. Shoes.
I know. Yeah, so that's it, I guess. Kusho ukuthi we'll wait and see. So, but so far, those are the only 2 games.
Those are the 2 confirmed games. And as usual, 10-bet will be there. Wherever Bafana is, 10-bet is there.
Yeah.
We're literally the wind beneath the wings there, because I believe we played such a huge role as 10-bet in Bafana Bafana.
No, definitely.
Before us, because I remember, what? One of the first things that we had a conversation, even when I got on, one of the first things was, people don't even know who's playing in the team anymore. They don't know when the games are.
Yes.
And we said, what? No. Let's take Bafana to the people.
Exactly.
If anything, the sponsorship must be, is take Bafana to the people.
Definitely.
And, I mean, you look at it now, Dogi, and I'm like, no. We really were the jersey number 10 beyond
radio station.
Yeah.
100%. And I must say, Guti, sometimes you take the program to the people, and we want to thank them for the good response.
Yeah.
Because everywhere Bafana Labitla is sold out. Utuye Durban sold out. Cape Town sold out. Polokwane, everywhere sold out.
Yeah. And also, you can be a part of Bafana Bafana by playing games, of course, on 10bet.co.za. And you can play with Bafana Bafana. 10bet Bafana is out there as well. So make sure that you do play that game. And you never know You never know. Going to be some big announcement we're going to be making in the next couple of podcasts because we feel you've been such a huge part of Bafana that you deserve to be a part of them even when they're not in South Africa. Hint, hint.
Yeah, boo.
Hint, hint. Doggy, it's been a good one.
No, thank you. Yeah, that's a good one. But then, the winner your dressing room experience, I'll see you in Durban.
Congratulations.
But other than that, I support in the Majid.
Durban and Cape Town,
Yeah.
the 2 games.
2 games.
Live on SABC Sport, you can catch us there.